Hello and welcome to Grown Folks Talk. This is where my co-host would say, this is the place for Grown Folks Talk. He's on a leave of absence, so I am filling in his place because I just don't know that either one of us are replaceable at this point. I'm Kara Darling. I'm a local hairdresser here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And a lot of people have asked me, what is Grown Folks Talk? And I think I just want to talk about the why. Everyone that I've come in contact with, every person that I meet, I take something from them and they take something from me through conversation. They enlighten me on things, I enlighten them, and I've gathered a lot of experience. I've been through a lot and therefore gathering experience. And you know, I'm 7 at heart, but I also understand that I live in an adult world, but I'm grown. Not all adults can say that they're grown. A lot of them live in their egos. A lot of them live and recreate their past. They don't learn from their mistakes. They don't take the lessons that God gives them and receive the blessings out of it. They repeat, they repeat, they repeat. Someone that I'm very, very inspired by since my youth is Oprah, and she said something that probably changed my life forever. And she said, life speaks. No, I'm sorry. Life whispers. And if you don't listen, life will speak. And if you still don't hear it, it'll hit you with a brick. And if that doesn't get your attention, then the brick wall will crumble. So I've tried to live my life and go through my experiences listening for the whispers and learning from them and growing and everything else. And I think that there's adults and there's grown folks. I get up every day excited about what the adventure is going to be and what's going to happen that day. And I just told somebody today, in fact I told 2 people, you know, you don't get another June 6th of 2012, especially on a Wednesday. So what did you make of it? What did you learn from it? How did it help you grow? Who did you touch? Who made you smile? I do hair, and I've always known that I was going to do hair since the age of 6. And it's because what makes me smile is to make people feel pretty. When I was a little girl and I'd go visit my grandparents down in Texas, I would go to the beauty shop with my grandmother once a week, and we'd get prettied up and we'd go, and you know, she'd get her hair set and I'd get my nails done or my piggy tails or something curled, and we'd go to lunch afterwards, and I always felt so pretty. And I looked forward to that. That was my favorite thing to do of the whole entire year, was go to the beauty shop with my grandmother. And when I was 6 years old and they asked me what I wanted to do when I grow up, I said I want to make people feel pretty. And feeling pretty and being pretty are 2 completely different things. And we'll get to that a little bit later. I'm going to a Vegas show this weekend, and I'm so excited for it. A hair show, actually. Because there's beauty and then there's being beautiful, and that's internal, and that's with your actions, with your thoughts, with your intent, with your heart. Physical beauty is outside and it ages, but I feel like true beauty, internal beauty, is something that just grows with you every year, and there is no age limit to it, and there's no hat you can put on it, and there's no anything. As long as you're growing and you're learning and you're being blessed, you will remain beautiful, especially in the eyes of God or whoever your higher power is. I know that Grown Folks Talk is my purpose because of the experiences I've been through, and because of the lessons that I've learned and the people that I've helped along the way for it, and the people who've helped me. But I have a message with every show, with everybody that I come in contact with every customer that's in my chair, or with every, you know, customer that I serve a cocktail to that catches my ear for a minute. I have a message, and that's why you should watch, and that's why you should continue to watch. Not just because I know where everything is at and where the party is, because I do play. I play very hard. I'm 35 with no kids, and I work 2 jobs that I live for, because I get to make people pretty and then entertain them. And it's so cool to get to do that to one person and one day when they come in and get their hair done and they decide to come to Gino's on 3556 South State. Shameless plug. Anyway, when they decide to come that night, and you can just tell how pretty they feel, and the rewards of that are amazing. But with each person, there's a message, and for each viewer, there's a message, and I don't know who it's for, and I don't even know what that message may be. I just talk. And if you listen, life might whisper.
So what makes Kara Darling smile?
Oh, so many things make me smile. My work, this show, the people that I've met, the people in my life, my dog, Little Mist, he makes me smile. My God kids. And first and foremost, my man. He does. He makes me smile a lot. My brother. Mike, you make me smile.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I think I see my life. We were just talking about this a minute ago. I think never see the glasses half empty or half full. I'm just glad I have a swallow of water if I'm thirsty. And I see things through rose-colored glasses. There's no black or white. There's no logic. There's no right or wrong. There's what works in that moment to make everybody happy.
So
to let everybody win.
Oh, black and white. And you say you're a hairdresser, and you like to do hair, and I'm sure you work with a lot of colors. What is your favorite color to see?
Color.
Just color in general?
I think in color.
Yeah, okay, so...
If I had to decipher which thought was my favorite, that's like asking me which color is my favorite. I love color. I love beauty. I love excitement. I love color, period. Coloring, especially for coloring hair, to me, it's like a blank canvas. And it's creating what colors go with what skin tones, with what shape of cut, and if it's going to lay here, if it should go close to the eyes. It's all art. So my answer is I don't have a favorite color. I love and think and live in color.
So, okay, let me rephrase it. What color do you have the most in your wardrobe? Can you say that?
Black. Black goes with everything. And it makes you look thinner, especially on your heavier days. You guys might want to stay tuned. I'm going to be starting a cleanse next week after I get back from Vegas. And I would love for you to do this journey with me. I've done many journeys with Oprah, watching her go through her ups and downs with her weight. I am now about 26 pounds heavier than I'm comfortable in. I don't care how good I look because I know I do. I don't feel that I'm not beautiful. However, I am going to be starting this as soon as I get back from my Vegas trip. And I would love for you to go on this journey with me. I'm not scared to show numbers on a scale, where I've lost, how I'm doing it, or the secrets to feeling beautiful and feeling clear and healthy and full of life. And I would love for you to go on this with me. But first, let's get to Vegas.
I was just going to ask you about that. What's going on in Vegas?
Hair show, hair show, hair show. And this is one of my favorites. This one and the ice show in California, LA. They're my favorites. It's where you go to continue your education. It's where you go to see fashion because it is a fashion show. Everybody dresses for the occasion, and there's wine stops about every 100 feet, and platform work and classes that you can take, and it's just, again, growing and learning and being blessed by it all. And you know, that's where marketers and also reps, beauty reps, are coming out with their their newest hair entities or tools or product or just what's going to be coming out in the market in the next 6 months to a year. We get to see early on. We get the best prices, and it's just a lot of fun. It's full of hairdressers and freak shows, but a lot of elegance, a lot of class, a lot of fun, a lot of color, some of the platform work you would never, ever, ever see on the street. However, it's really cool to see the different variations and everything else. And I've been wanting to do an extension class forever. I need to further my education as well. I'm going to be taking my instructor's license test here in a while because there's big things coming from Darling Land that will be in upcoming hair shows. So still stay tuned. See, you must watch me. Oh, it's pretty cool. I have good answers.
So has there been anybody to inspire you to do hair, or is that something, or who inspires you?
Oprah inspires me, but not necessarily to do hair, just to be and feel and walk and talk and exude the most beauty and elegance that you have from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, for being the real you, even making the ugly beautiful, and in who you are and what made you. As far as doing hair, I've always wanted to, like I said, make people feel pretty. As I got older, I realized what that meant. I wanted to become a hairdresser, a cosmetologist. Michael, who has passed, was one of the owners of my salons. He pushed me to go to school and inspired me and mentored me greatly. And Sandra, when I got out of school, Sandra Shipman, who works down at Expressions on 60th South and State Street. Oh, shameless plug. Anyway, that's where I got my nails done right now, and they're incredible down there. But she's my mentor. She inspires me when I need a little pick-me-up. I just go and sit in that salon for a little while, and I remember who I am and where I came from and how I started. But the why is definitely within me.
So here's an age-old question. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
I would definitely invest the bulk of it in Grown Folks Talk and Darling Land, to be able to, my end result of this is to open Darling Rescue Havens for women that are coming out of domestic violence situations, sober living houses, single mothers that are just trying to get a step up, all sorts of things, where they'll have a place to go and get a makeover and realize that anybody can be a darling. I simply changed my name to that because I didn't want to go back to my maiden name. It carried way too much, I don't even know the word of it, too much baggage. And it's not that I was running for myself, I had just evolved into who God intended for me to be and not who I started out as, I guess. And I don't know if
So who is Darling?
Darling is me. It's all of me. It's living your life to the fullest extent of every moment, and feeling every moment, and loving every moment, and loving those who are around you, and even those who are not. And Darling is love. Darling is love. I just want to love and be loved. And if everybody could drop their damn egos and just remember that that's what everybody wants. That's human nature. To the root, to the core of it. They just want somebody that they can be themselves around and not have to tiptoe and not have to worry or judgment. Or Darling is love. And everybody at the core of it is love. But life chips away and experiences harden, and people get so damn full of themselves they forget that the person in front of them just want to be loved and just want permission and safety and loving.
And then you're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas!
Vegas.
Vegas hair show, and I'm so excited to be going down at this time. I'm not a gambler at all. However, the man in my life is the most experienced person, and my brother, I have to give him dual credit, but he's the most experienced and knowledge person that I've ever seen when it comes to sports. And that not just knowing statistics, not just knowing this or that, but knowing the love of the game. And I last year recently became a jazz fan. And this year, I've become a basketball fan. Like, I'm actually watching this through to the playoffs, and I understand what's going on, and I can honestly say, if OKC wins their game tonight, then that's who I will bet on for the playoff, or not the playoffs, but the championship game. Whoever wins the Western Conference, in fact, is probably, in my opinion, going to take the championship. And I'm also going down there for the Pacquiao fight. My money's on him, and it's going to be a fun, interesting weekend. I'm going to be staying with family. There will be a pool. Oh, my mentor Sandra will be there, and I will have the camera. So there will be plenty of updates, plenty of fun, plenty of candid moments, plenty of this and that and everything else. And I will be very, very excited to see what happens with the playoffs games as well as the fights. I'm excited about the hair show. I can't wait to see what classes are available. And I've already got my ticket. I'm so excited. So please do, keep involved and go to our YouTube channel. It's gftshow.com. That's also our website. Please friend us on Facebook, Grown Folks Talk, or you can friend me, Darling Land, or Kara Darling. Thank you.